Hi, this is Kevin from Naples, Florida, and today we're going to show you how to install or change out an electric fireplace heater for your RV. Okay, so our electric fireplace heater went out in our RV. It wasn't the breaker, it wasn't the fuse, it just didn't work anymore. So we looked online and we found one at etrailer.com. That's a good place to find that RV stuff, etrailer.com. And well, there's several different models and several different widths and heights, and you got to make sure it's going to fit yours. And they're around $300, $300 to $400. But you can order it from there. They'll ship it down to you, and I'll show you how to change it out. It's really easy. Okay, so today we're working on this fifth wheel right here. This is a Reflection Grand Design 31 MB, but these fireplaces are universal, and I call it Grand Design, and they couldn't tell me what to put in there, so it's not brand specific. You can get any brand fireplace as long as it's the right size, and you can get different designs and shapes. So, but today we're working on this Grand Design 36-foot fifth wheel. Okay, so here's the unit we ordered from etrailer.com. This is made by Greystone, and it's got the curved glass on the front like I'm going to show you. But here's all your numbers here, your model number and manufacturer number and all that good stuff. And like I said, they come in different sizes. This is a 26-inch wide, and that's what we needed to have. But it's a Greystone RV curved electric fireplace with logs, 26-inch wide, recessed mount, comes in black, and it's the model GR54FR. All right, so here it is. We're going to take that out and put it back in to show you how we did that. But it's got the curved glass on it, and it only goes in with like 4 screws. This trim piece right here pops right off. 4 screws, you pull it out, you unplug it, and you put the new one in. I mean, it's just as simple as it can be. You don't have to pay a dealer to do that and have downtime and all that stuff. But this is what we went with. Okay, like I said, if you've checked your all your fuses, your breakers, everything, and you pulled your old one out, you've unplugged it, and you make sure that there's actually power to that plug with a tester, then you know that it's probably just the fireplace. And so you can just swap that out. Okay, about the only tools you're going to need for today is just a screw gun, or you could use a manual screwdriver if you wanted, but you're going to need to have a Phillips, and that's about it. The first thing we're going to do is this metal trim band. It just pops right off. We're going to show you that. Okay, on this model, this just lifts right off. It's just a trim piece. It just lifts right off. There's nothing to it. It hangs on these little hooks. And then you got your screws. 1, 2, and there's 2 more over here. And that's going to let the whole thing out. It's easy as it can be. Okay, so we're just going to get a Phillips head bit in our screw gun. We're just going to back those right out. Okay, now we're going to back out our next one. And 2 more on the other side. Okay, here's your third one. And we got one more up top that's ready to come out. Okay, so at this point, the whole thing is going to slide out. These are not heavy, so just about anybody can do this. Okay, so we're just going to lift right here and going to slide that right out. And there you go. It's nothing to it. Now inside here, you're going to find it plugged in to your outlet, okay? That's where you're going to test for power. Before you do this, make sure you actually got power to the outlet. So this just unplugs. You slide this out and you plug in your new one right there at your outlet, and you're just going to slide this back in. And you can see it's not very big item. You're probably 7 or 8 inches deep here, 26 inches wide, and however tall that is, maybe 24 or something. But before you replace this, you want to pull out your old one, check that plug like I said for power down there, and measure your width, okay? Measure your width and your height. So that way you're going to order the right one from eTrailer.com. So measure your width and your height, and then order that thing and get it coming. Okay, and then to put the new one back in, you're just going to slide it right in there. It's real easy. Square it up and slide it in. Oh, the cord was getting caught over here. Okay, slide it in there, and then you're just going to put your 4 screws back in now. Okay, now we're just going to put those screws back in with our screw gun. Okay, we replaced those screws, put them back in. Now we just need to get the trim piece back on, and we're going to be good to go to test this thing out. So there you have it. It's an easy fix. Hopefully this helped you out. We're going to have a lot more RV videos coming out. And so if you want to subscribe to our channel, that'd be great. And if you liked it, hit the like button.